All right, looks like we're live and both streaming. All right, guys. Hi, welcome back to another edition of Plum Crazy Adventures. I'm Scott, and this is Megan, your host for the evening. She's going to be talking tonight about her adventures at Walt Disney World a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to actually start listening to more of what she has to say, because every time she tells a story, she tells me more things that I didn't realize happened.
Things, or I elaborate on other things. So it's I'm one of those people. So, but before we get started on what I basically wanted to talk about, which was all the things I learned, what to do and what not to do when you are at a Disney theme park or any Central Orlando theme park in the summer, because let's face it, it was the height of summer. I wanted to talk about a few things that's been going on, because it's been 2 weeks since we've been live, and I really didn't have a chance to talk to anybody much when I was live at Epcot, because I was dead, like just flat out. I was done in. So you were not getting much out of me that night. Hi, Deb. Thanks for joining us over on YouTube. So the first thing is, Noah graduated yesterday.
Yes, he did. 3 of the 4 are done.
Yep.
So
with high school.
Yeah, with high school.
Now we're on to second year of college for JT.
Yep.
Noah's starting trade school in the fall.
Yep.
So.
And by the looks of things, I will be done with college by the end of summer. So
isn't that exciting?
That is truly amazing, and I cannot believe the journey that I've had so far with this. And it's going to be awesome to be able to feel that piece of paper in my hand saying that I did it. So.
Yep, exactly. Hi, Mike. Thanks for joining us over here on YouTube.
Yep, finally done. Yeah, he's finally done. So
yep.
Noah's moving to the next big step.
Yeah, he's actually going to be going to the Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics. He's going to learn how to work on airplanes, other things involved in the aeronautics and aerospace field. But
engines, landing gears, the electronics.
A lot of electrical.
A lot of electrical, electronics, repair, like special, like if it was like a bird strike or a hail damage or lightning strike, you never know. So just one of those things. He's going to be learning a lot of really interesting things, and I'm sure I'm probably going to have a million things to talk to him about every time he comes home every single night. So
when we did the tour a few weeks ago, what was funny was there are some teachers there that live to destroy their students' work. And when they do that, it's so that they teach them how to do something like from scratch, okay? And then the teacher destroys it in one way or another.
Right.
And when they do that, then the student has to then go in and fix it again. So Noah's going to come home very frustrated often, I have a feeling, because he doesn't appreciate that.
Oh, well. He'll get over it, and he'll learn, and hopefully within about 2 years, we'll have him graduating from that, too.
Yeah, exactly. So we got a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah. By the way, just to let you know, all the teenagers are out of the house tonight. Jonathan is with his girlfriend, and Noah is at work.
Yeah.
And Nick is in our bedrooms watching something on Disney. I think it's Doug Days.
Yes, he's obsessed with the Doug series, Follow the Up series on Disney Plus. So if you hear screaming or insane laughter, he's not totally crazy. He just really likes Doug.
Yeah. Well, he's part of the Plum Crazy family. So.
Yep.
But anyway, with personal news, I think everything else is doing really good. Job's going really well. I'm enjoying Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And
we've got a lot of people that have been reaching out to us for last-minute trips, which is great. Thank you all so much that have referred us or recommended us. I do very much appreciate that. And then we also have a lot of people that are going to be traveling in the month of June, and then one family in July, and then more in August.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a very busy couple of months, and I'm just so excited that travel is coming back. And I got all these great clients that I've been working with, some of them for years, that are finally able to go out and start traveling again. And I want to cry. I'm so happy for them. So I just need to get them there, and then they can have fun.
And the other thing is too, guys, if you know of anybody that's interested in taking any vacations and stuff, and they don't know what to do or how to do it, tell them to get a hold of us. We can definitely help them with their vacation plans and their destinations and stuff like that. Even if if they've already booked and want to go to Disney, tell them to watch our videos on YouTube and stuff. That helps us out too. So spread the word for us, and we greatly appreciate that. So
yes, most definitely. Hi, Tim. Thanks for joining us over there on Facebook. We do appreciate that. So, and Tim, I wish. Well, we would be happy to help get you somewhere. Unfortunately, the driving trips, those look like they're going to be a little far and few between as well right now.
Yeah, with
we
prices,
just hit $5 a gallon up here in Pittsburgh.
$5.09 a gallon in Pittsburgh here. I saw it today when I was driving around in my Dodge Ram pickup truck, thinking, "Good Lord, I need to get a bicycle."
Yep.
So, but anyway, so without any further ado, let's get into what we're here to talk about tonight, and that's Megan's trip down to Walt Disney World and her experience with the Genie Plus.
Yes, we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about how to combat the summer heat. So the Genie Plus actually ended up being
water.
Yes. Genie Plus actually ended up being easier to use than what I expected. When your app is up to date, you definitely want to make sure that you have the most recent version before you get to Disney. That way you're not glitching out. It's not that bad. I will say I think it works better on iPhones as compared to Androids. A friend of mine that was with me had an Android, and she was having some issues with it. More so, she had made a Genie Plus reservation, and then she wanted to cancel it, and it took about 15 minutes for this system to catch up for her to be able to cancel it. Whereas when I booked something on my iPhone, I was immediately able to go in there and then cancel that reservation so I could choose something else. Yeah. So it has its merits. Obviously, I don't like it compared to Fast Passes. I still miss the paper Fast Passes from way back when.
Yeah.
I liked being able to book Fast Passes 30 days in advance and then be able to kind of plan your day around what your 3 main Fast Passes were. And then if you wanted to get more later, you could do that. I liked that system. And I like the tiered system that they had, where you had like the one big one that you could do and then 2 lower ones that you could do. So it's definitely more confusing. It is not nearly as user-friendly. But I think that people, if they use it right and they hate standing in lines, it can be a benefit. I will say for our family, like for Scott, me, Nick, even JT and Noah going with us, I don't think that it would be worth it to pay $15 per person per day to have a Genie Plus and be able to have that, because we don't mind the lines, honestly. Disney queues are some of the best that you could possibly be in. You get immersed into things. I mean, not at all of them, obviously. Yeah, sometimes you're standing out in the sun. You're like, oh, my God, I can't believe I'm here. But they're really great queues, and you miss that when you go into Lightning Lane.
Yeah, you really miss the whole theming of the story of the ride if you go through the Lightning Lanes and stuff. Yeah, you skip right past all of that, but that's the reason why we enjoy going through the queues and stuff. I mean, there's so much
and we look at it detail. As quality family time, too.
Yeah. Well, when we smack the phones out of the teenagers' hands.
Well, yes.
But yeah, I mean, I've always enjoyed going through the queues and stuff because just you see so much. It tells more of the story of the movie or the ride that you're on.
Exactly.
I like that better. So.
Hi, Kim. How are you? Thanks for joining us up there on Facebook. So, and then just as a heads up, I am streaming on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you see our eyes going back and forth and look like we're nodding the whole time, it's because we're trying to go back and forth between the two. So hopefully we aren't being too distracting with that.
Yeah, one day we're going to put it off to the side over here, so we'll be doing this. So you're going to think that we're saying no to you.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Yeah.
So another thing with Genie Plus, again, I didn't use it a lot. My friend and I, Mia and I, we were the 2 that had it. And then we had 2 friends that were annual pass holders that chose not to purchase it. And So me and I used it a few times just so we could get a feel for how it worked. But we did it for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway over in Hollywood Studios. I believe that it was like a 50-minute wait or something when we got on at 12:20 p.m. We still ended up waiting about 10 to 15 minutes in order to get onto the ride because we had to wait in the line for the pre-show to be done so that the next people could be loaded in. So even though you're saving some time, you may not be saving as much time as what you think because you're still going to have to wait for certain things. Another thing that we used it on, I can't even think of what else we used it on. Remy's. We ended up doing Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. That was nice. Again, I'm kind of sad that I missed out on the queue because I don't know how much I missed because I've never done that ride before. So I did get to see Gaston and stuff right at the entrance or whatever. So at least I got to see that. Okay. But I'm not sure how much else there was telling the story of Remy from Ratatouille.
But yet again, there goes back to what I was just saying, how, if you go through like the lightning part of it and get it right up to the front of the ride and go, you miss so much just by doing that. So, sometimes is it worth, having the fast pass or lightning lane, whatever they call it, or the Genie Plus, or the, going to the front of the line, or is it better to just wait in line, go through the queue, see the whole story, and immerse yourself in the ride?
Yep. So with that being said, I really don't want to spend any more time on it. If anybody is interested or has more questions, or if you're thinking about planning a trip to Disney, definitely reach out to me. My services are completely free. Vacation packages that include your hotel and your park tickets is only a $200 deposit to get you started, and then your final payment isn't due until 30 days before travel. So they really do make it very affordable for you to be able to get started on your vacation package for Disney. The packages itself is not affordable, unfortunately, but they give you ways of being able to make payments and stuff on that. So if you are interested, definitely reach out to me. I do Zoom calls with all of my Disney clients several times, going over dining reservations, Genie Plus reservations, what park reservations are, and kind of talking to everybody on what days you might want to do certain parts. So there's a lot of services and stuff that I provide that is completely free to you. So definitely, if you're thinking about doing a Disney trip, 2023 packages are coming out this week.
Yes.
So we are able to get those booked for you within the next week if you're planning on doing something, maybe graduation party for your upcoming senior next year. We can do for spring break or right after school comes out.
Celebrating an anniversary or a birthday, or just, hey.
Yeah, just planning on going to Disney, and you want to have that extra time in order to get your package paid off. So
we never do anything like that.
No, really, we never do.
We're always down there doing something.
So the other thing that I really wanted to talk to everybody about was the heat. And I know Scott and the boys were upset with me originally that I went by myself. I shouldn't say by myself. I had some friends with me, but the more they got to thinking about it, I go everywhere. I do a lot. I do a lot of video recording for our YouTube channel, which you're going to start seeing those coming out in the next couple of days, different videos and stuff that I have. With Noah's graduation and everything happening, I did not have any time to get any editing done. So I apologize for the late.
And we haven't even done the graduation party yet.
No.
And that's not for another 3 more weeks yet.
Yeah.
So
I couldn't do it all together. I was like, we've got to push the grad party back. But anyway, so definitely expect travel day video. I'm going to be doing Hollywood Studios video talking about that too. I've got some things for Epcot.
There is a little video that we're working on right now. We're going to put out. It's the video of where we went up north in Pittsburgh, up north of Pittsburgh, actually almost in Erie, PA, a little place called Asbury Woods.
Yes.
I said it right this time.
Yes, you did. So thank you. So that one will be out first, and then you'll see some other videos and stuff. So if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, make sure that you do so that you can check that out.
Shame on you. Do it now.
But without further ado, I got so hot when I was at Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios has no shade. They're anywhere.
Yeah.
There's just no hope for it. So
you like dive bomb between the buildings to keep cool.
Yeah, well, and you can't even keep cool because it's all concrete and it all gets heated up and then it flings back up into your face. Yep. So few things, and I'm kind of going to go between parks and then just some tidbits and things like that, because some of it you can use anywhere. Other things, it's going to be very park specific. Hollywood Studios, the best thing that I can tell you to do, find yourself a quick service, get yourself a dining reservation somewhere, and get out of the heat in the afternoon. Whether it is an hour from 1 to 2 o'clock or 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, something like that, to get yourself out of the heat, out of the sunlight. Please, please, please do that when you're at Hollywood Studios, because otherwise you're going to have heat exhaustion.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hydration is a big thing. The one thing I always tell the boys or anybody that's getting,
just let it go.
Okay. Anybody that's going down, that's our clients and stuff, I always tell them 2 weeks prior, you need to start hydrating yourself. Drink about 4 times the amount of water that you normally would drink, because you're literally going to sweat it out within like 2 to 3 days.
Right.
So,
okay. Give me just a few minutes. Scott, why don't you go ahead and tell them about some of the things that I have here while I see what's going on. I don't know if there's anything I can do with this or not. Okay. Mike and Debbie, if you can, I don't know if you're on both streams or not, but can you tell me if you are seeing our YouTube, because it's showing connection is unstable.
Okay. Well, while she works on that. So a couple of the little things that we like to take with us to help us out with the heat and stuff. Obviously, you want to take like a collapsible drink cup. You can have this to go up to the water fountains and get water. Also, at all the concession stands inside the
any of the quick service locations.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to say. You can always go up and request a cup of ice water. The one thing Disney does not want is their clients or their guests literally passing out with heat exhaustion.
Yes. And they actually have drink stations set up with cups and cups and cups of water ready to go to hand out to people. Yeah. And me as a single person going up, I've asked for 2 or 3 cups of water, especially if I was getting some food. I would say, hey, can I get like 2 cups of ice water? Yeah. And they'd be like, well, here's a third. Yeah. So.
Because, I mean, ultimately they don't want you passing out with heat exhaustion. So
no.
Now, that's one thing. Hydration is very, very important. Especially at the very end of the day.
All right. Thanks, Deb.
Thank you. Especially at the very end of the day, what you want to do is you want to go back to your room and hydrate. Very, very good. Yes. I know we always show like videos and stuff of us drinking alcoholic drinks, and that's usually just one, and that's just a showcase, just a special drink here and there. Yeah. But we try to stay away from alcoholic beverages a lot while we're on these vacations, just due to the fact that the alcohol will dehydrate you faster than anything in the world.
And caffeinated drinks will also dehydrate you. Yeah. So not saying that you shouldn't go ahead and get your cup of coffee in the morning, but then drink a lot of water.
Get your mojo going in the morning. You gotta get yourself moving and stuff. You gotta get that caffeine in your body, because you're going to be doing a lot of work. A lot of work and a lot of walking. So
exactly. Now, another thing I would say is definitely make sure that you have an umbrella. Yep. And what do I mean by an umbrella when I'm saying you got to avoid the heat? This one in particular, I'm not opening it up because we're inside. Yep. But it's actually, it only cost me like $12 on Amazon. It is a UV blocking umbrella. It has a black lining on the inside. You can get them for range of prices on Amazon, but that thing easily 10 to 12 degree difference sitting underneath of it, and it is huge to help you out whenever you are at Hollywood Studios, for instance, because there's no shade. Animal Kingdom, because there's shade there, but it's always like, I swear, 15 degrees hotter at Animal Kingdom in the summertime.
Easily.
Haunted Mansion, we got stuck in the lightning lane queue waiting to get in because they had a brief delay, and we were standing outside in the sun right by the horse, the ghost horse, and
that's
it
a hot
was
spot
hot.
right there. Yeah.
So
With all
that helped
brick
us
and everything.
so much. Yes. So I highly recommend go ahead and get yourself one of those UV blocking umbrellas because it's going to do double duty. You're going to be able to use it when you're walking around inside of the park to kind of help keep yourself cool. Summer showers are a very afternoon showers are a very big thing in Central Florida. You're going to have some kind of a shower about every day.
Yeah.
Get yourself an umbrella.
Yeah, Mom, that is a very good point. UV clothing helps also.
Yes.
There is a bunch of new material that's out that's a polo made material that what they're doing is it's got a cooling effect in it. Now I'm actually wearing one of them right now. This is a very breathable polo, and I wear these to work. So like when I'm out there and I'm throwing pop on the shelf and stuff and getting this displays built for Coca-Cola, I get hot, I sweat, and the best thing I can do is wear these shirts that are they're nice, they're cool, and if you do sweat a little bit, they dry very, very fast. So that is something else to definitely do. You definitely don't want to go into the parks wearing, long pants and long sleeve shirts, and because you're going to get really, really, really hot. So.
Air wicking, Dad's wears them to the mountain.
Air
wicking is another option too.
That's another one too.
So, hi Terry, thanks for joining us. Sorry I missed you. So those are a few things that you can do as far as like wearing things such like that. Another thing I'm going to tell you is you guys really need to have some kind of a face formulated sunscreen, and you need to keep this with you and put it back on your face because everybody always remembers their arms or they remember their legs, things like that. But everybody always forgets about their face. And let me tell you, my nose was so burnt because the first day I didn't put sunscreen on my face. So
those of you who watched, you could see it.
I had the red forehead right here. I wear aviators. So, I mean, of course, I've got the UV blocking aviator sunglasses. So I look like a raccoon like this with bright red nose and the big red here, and then right in here it was a little red, and then my chin always gets burnt too, so I looked a bit like a clown. So I've always tell people, please make sure that you have some kind of a sunscreen that you can use for your face. Some people can use the regular sunscreen that you use on your body, on your face as well. I can't. I break out. Noah breaks out. It's just not worth it. So we have that kind of sunscreen to kind of help with our face. So
I'll be right back.
Okay. Doug Days has paused. So as far as that goes, there's that. And other thing that I really, really like, for those of you that decide that, you know what, I can't go outside of the house without makeup. I can't do this or that without makeup. I found this Alt Matte Beauty makeup setting spray. Now, you don't have to use this one in particular, but any kind of a setting spray that you can use to help keep your face in place. I will be the first to admit I do not wear any kind of foundations or anything. I break out so badly that it's just not worth it for me. But I do use that whenever I am doing video work and I have some mascara on or I have a little bit of eyeshadow. I do put that on just to help keep my eyeshadow from glittering down my face, and it really does help. So highly recommend that for the summer heat. It's definitely going to help keep you looking like you and not looking like the scary tea lady from Mulan. So and he's back. So
we had to play a movie, so
okay.
All right.
Something else I'm going to recommend to you guys.
Hey, well, hold on. Let me recommend one thing. It's very, very, very important thing.
Yes. I got these out just for you.
Yeah, thank you. Because this is definitely something that I need every single time I go on any trip to Florida. So, BandAids.
Yeah.
Why? Well, I either get cut or end up with a blister on my foot somewhere. So, big time, take some BandAids with you because
even
you
if
never
you
know.
don't think that you're going to need them, because I didn't pack them when I went. It was like, I never get blisters. I never have any issues and stuff. Guess what? I got blisters on the back of my heel on both of my feet.
Yep.
And so my Hollywood Studios Epcot day, I was walking around on the backs of my shoes because I had blisters on the back of my heels.
Yep.
And I couldn't stand walking with them. So always, always, always bring some BandAids. Now, we actually got this, and this is one that I carry with me everywhere regardless, but this is just a little carrying case that I got from our BandAid collection that I got from Sam's Club.
Yep.
They have a ton of different first aid kits that are available that are about this size or even a little bit small, just a little bit bigger, that you can purchase on Amazon. And I actually put that in my theme park must-have shopping list. So if anybody is interested in that shopping list, definitely let me know. I'd be happy to send that link over to you.
Yeah. One other thing I want to go over too real quick. I know I keep interrupting you, but
no, that's fine.
These little things right here, wet ones, these are really, really nice to have with you because, you get through the parks and stuff and you've got, let's say you're doing a split day. Animal Kingdom in the morning, and then you're going to Magic Kingdom in the evening. Well, on your way from one place to another, you feel all sticky and gross and stuff. That's a great way to be able to clean yourself up a little bit. Now, of course, yes, you can go into the bathrooms, but a lot of the bathrooms nowadays, they don't have the paper towels. It is all dryers. So, you're going to be able to wash your face off, but then you got to let yourself drip dry,
Yeah.
But it's nice to have those, especially if you got little ones and if they're if they're eating like some ice cream on them or go ahead.
Get the Mickey bar or a Dole Whip or something. Dole Whips, you gotta have these if you're getting yourself a Dole Whip because you are not going to eat that sucker fast enough to not have it all over your hands and arms.
Yes.
So, and again, this is the sensitive skin. They have other ones. Let me bring it over so you can see it up on Facebook. This is sensitive skin. You can use it on your hands and your face. I don't generally have too much trouble with this. And I like it because like my face gets hot and sweaty and stuff. And I just need like to be able to get some of that grime and ick off, especially when you're doing a park hopper day, or even if you're like, you know what, we're just going to power through instead of taking time to go back to the resort for a few hours and then come back, which is another huge tip that I'm going to recommend.
Yes.
If you can do this, not all families can.
Nope.
We are not one of these families.
Absolutely not. We've tried, but we can't.
We cannot do this. There is just no physical way. Try to get to the park at park opening.
Yeah.
If you're a resort guest, right now at the Disney parks, you can actually get in 30 minutes early. If you're over at Universal, one of the parks will be open an hour earlier for its resort guests. So get in there and enjoy the park for a few hours before pandemonium hits. Because about 11, 12 o'clock, that is when all of the late sleepers like us that take forever to get our butts out of bed and get moving. Sorry, been busy, lost power on the whole flight line. Oh my goodness. Well, thanks for joining us now, Chris. Hopefully the power's back on the flight line. So I will say by 11 or 12 o'clock, all of us that cannot get up in the morning, well, we're now at the parks, and the parks are it's at its busiest from like 11 o'clock until probably about 4 o'clock, I would say 5 o'clock. So ironically, the hottest part of the day is when everybody thinks that they have to be in the park and being miserable and hot and sweaty and yelling at each other because it's supposed to be the most magical vacation ever because you spent so much money, and it's not magical at all because all you want to do is kill each other.
Yeah.
So my recommendation, get into the park at park opening, ride a few rides, do a few things, either take a nice long break at a restaurant and have a nice meal inside the air conditioning, pack your wet ones, that way you can wipe yourself off and kind of clean yourself up a little bit, and then keep on going. Once the heat of the day after 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock is over, kind of go back out and start hitting things again until park closing.
Yep.
So I cannot recommend that enough.
Cannot stress that enough.
Yeah.
Because it's the ultimate way of doing it. I mean,
you're going to save yourself so much heartache.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so much better to do it. And if you're staying really close to one of the parks, man, that is so convenient because you can just shoot right over, go into your room, you know, go take a nice cool shower and get yourself refreshed and ready to go.
Exactly.
Rehydrate again.
Yep.
You know, get yourself ready to go for the evening, and you know, take those shoes off and those socks off and let those feet cool down, because you're gonna get hot again.
Yep.
And be prepared, because anytime in Florida, about around 3 o'clock to about 7 o'clock, you're going to see rain showers, no matter what.
Yep.
So,
and it does not cool it down.
No, it doesn't. It actually makes it more humid. But the one thing I would recommend to anybody, get yourself a rain poncho and take it with you. Some of those little ones that you can find at like the Dollar General stores or stuff like that. You know, the ones that are
much better than like $20 or something ridiculous.
Just get one of those, and then when you're done with it, dispose of it. Have you know, enough for you to get through the week for each person, just to make sure that there's a way to keep yourself dry. Because guys, I'm gonna tell you what, when it rains in Florida, it rains. And I mean, it rains to the point where it can flood inside of the parks. We've seen this a lot over the past couple years.
Yeah, Hollywood Studios, Sunset Boulevard, completely flooded over.
People just running through it and just having a blast. I mean, hey, if you're like me, I'd be doing the exact same thing, because if I know I've got a dry pair of shoes back at the room, who cares? I'm going to go run through it, you know? I'm having fun. $1.25 store, yes. And you know why it's $1.25? Now because they're doing that, Coca-Cola can put more things into that dollar store and start selling more things. So that's an interesting tidbit. So thanks for bringing that up. It's a nice little Coca-Cola plug there.
I love it. Now, that being said, because of the rain, because of the water rides, I always tell people, if you can handle them, because he won't wear them, bring a pair of flip-flops into the park with you. One thing I forgot to grab was my drawstring bag. I love my drawstring bags because it's not a purse, so I can get the teenagers and Scott to carry it around for me when I get tired. We all take turns carrying the drawstring bag around.
It's amazing how heavy that little thing can get.
Oh, it does. It's weird. Like there's like nothing in it except a couple of key items, and like you're dying at 2 o'clock. So, but have yourself a pair of flip-flops or a pair of sandals. Pack yourself an extra pair of socks. Okay.
Yes. It's amazing
We've
how
done
just
that
one
for him.
pair of socks, it can change
Mid-afternoon,
your day.
he's changes his socks. Like it takes his shoes off and stuff for a little bit. I mean, yes, he's been that person watching Nick like running back and forth in the water at Toon Lagoon, and he's sitting there on the ground with his socks and shoes off, airing his feet before he puts on a fresh pair of socks.
Yep.
Be that person.
Yeah.
Who cares what everybody else thinks? You know, if it means that you can walk the next day, do it.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, definitely make sure that you have yourself a pair of flip-flops or something. Mike Snyder, no flip-flop.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of flip-flops. You know, I've never liked that feeling of that little thing between your toes. Just ooh. God.
So, like with him, when we know that we're doing water rides, we'll bring his bigger sandals.
Or just bring in your water shoes that you would normally wear, like if you're at the beach or at the lake or a river or something like that. You know, it's not the best support on your feet, but if you're just doing the water rides, just bring them in for that.
Or if you know it's going to be pouring and you're going to just power through and go, switch into them instead of ruining your tennis shoes that you're going to have to be wearing again the next day or the day after, depending on how you packed. I always tell people, bring 2 pairs of tennis shoes with you, or 2 good supportive pairs of shoes, because tennis shoes aren't good for everybody. I will say that. Some people, they need those arch support sandals that I think are crazy.
I need arch support everything.
So
I need clouds underneath my feet so I can float. So anyway, with all those products and stuff, that is definitely going to help you with your journey to Walt Disney World or Universal or SeaWorld or Busch Gardens, or even just up here in the States. You could also...
You want to do a public service announcement?
Okay, so she slides this to me, and I didn't even see it sitting over there. I'm dying right now. I thought for a second there I needed to go put on some deodorant. I had no idea. But yes, a really
public service announcement, everybody.
Yes, if you're going to the parks, for the love of God, put on deodorant.
Yes, there is no longer social distancing.
Yes,
put it on.
We don't have masks on anymore. We can smell you.
Yes. So that is our public service announcement for the day.
Yes.
I actually pack bars of deodorant in our drawstring bag with us, and we reapply because we are those people that are terrified of being that person. Yeah. Because we all have been around that person. So
I mean, if it happens,
it does happen.
If it does, it's okay. We're not saying that we.
No.
We don't want stinky people around us or anything. I mean, it happens. We sweat. We smell.
Oh yeah.
But it's nice to have that in there in that bag just in case you need to reapply.
And I will say that's a soft solid. That is and that is what we generally use. I know that there's all kinds of other kinds of deodorants and stuff out there.
Yeah.
But you can use that as an anti-chafe. So if you've got some chub rub going on and you need something to help out, use that deodorant for that. Okay. If you
Jump rub. Sorry.
Wow. Okay. So use it for that. You got boob sweat. Go ahead and use your deodorant for your boob sweat. I mean, who cares? Like, if it makes you feel more comfortable and able to breathe a little bit better in your own skin, go ahead and use it for that.
I know. I use it for my boob sweat. I can't stand it.
I know. You do get boob sweat, so shut up.
I do.
Too much info, guys.
Yeah, we are going down a little bit of a crazy path here. So let's put the brakes on. If you got any questions or anything, definitely reach out to us. We've got tips and suggestions that are literally just coming out of our ears and out of our mouths and everywhere else. So definitely get a hold of
something
us.
a little bit less risque. Go ahead and bring yourself some hand sanitizer. I know that during got to bring it in between the two of us.
R rating.
Make sure that you bring yourself some hand sanitizer because Universal and Disney, at the height of the pandemic, they were requiring that people were sanitizing their hands, and they had hand sanitizing stations everywhere.
Yep.
They aren't doing that anymore.
Oh, so they took them down.
There are some here and there,
okay,
but I think it was like 1 out of every 5 that we tried to get hand sanitizer out of, they didn't have any in it. It was empty. Okay. So go ahead and bring your own hand sanitizer with you. Whether it is you're grabbing some popcorn at Epcot, you wanted some of that caramel popcorn over in Canada. You got hand sanitizer rather than trying to find a restroom. If you just feel gross, or you went on a ride and you're like, that was kind of sticky, you got hand sanitizer. Okay, you don't got to worry about it.
Yep.
So just be safe, be cautious. That's one thing.
If you're still worried about possibly contracting COVID or monkeypox or
anything,
whatever comes out next, I mean, always just take it with you. I mean, they're not going to say anything to you about having hand sanitizer. It's there to protect you. So
no, definitely. Another thing that I wanted to show you guys, and this kind of goes back to like the rain thing and the water park water ride thing. This is a handy dandy phone case that has a lanyard that you can hang it around your neck. And I like these for a couple of reasons. One being, obviously, it protects your phone from getting wet. Or having any kind of moisture or anything get into it. So this is really great to use if you know it's going to be a rainy day.
Yeah.
If you're going to be on Cali River Rapids or Splash Mountain or something, this is a great option.
Or if you're going swimming in the pools and you want to capture the moments of your kids playing in the pools at the Disney pools on the Disney parks or at the Universal parks. Or
because
Universal
you can touch
hotels.
The screen with this.
Yes, you can actually, and some of our videos from the pools are actually from inside these cases here. They
do a really great job. They protect the phone, and you're still able to use your phone, which I think is great. Another thing I like about these, I haven't done it personally, but a lot of people will put their credit card in here or cash or something like that. So say your kid is going to go off with a friend or with a sibling, and you want them to have some cash with them so that they can get a snack and things. They can put them in this thing, and it's around their neck, so it's harder for them to lose it. So
I'm not saying that they won't.
Yeah, I'm not saying they won't.
But it's harder.
But it's harder for them to lose it, and it's harder for them to lose their phone. So I really, really, really like this option. Yeah. So highly recommend anybody with kids or just planning on going and doing something in the water itself,
Mhm.
go ahead and do this. Save your investment because those phones aren't cheap.
Now, we got those as a pack, right?
So I got a 4-pack of these, which were different colors, and then I think I got a 6-pack that's all black.
Okay.
So there's all kinds of them. I don't have this one in my my must-haves list yet, but I'm going to add it because again, that's an evolving list, and that for some reason I forgot to add this in there.
Okay.
The last thing I think I have laying out is this handy dandy thing right here. Now, this is a battery pack, and what's really great about it is I've got several options, so I can use it on my iPhone. I can use it to charge up my gimbal. The only thing that I'll need extra with this is the cords in order to be able to plug it into my phone, my gimbal, whatever else. This thing is such a lifesaver. I actually had 3 of these packed for me to be able to use them every single day that I was there because I have an iPhone and those things get sapped so fast with the heat. Like the screen dies, like you can't see anything on the screen. The whole thing will just shut down because it gets so hot if you have your phone out a lot and using it. So I wanted to make sure I was able to keep my phone charged up enough that I was going to be able to get footage. I ended up only needing to use 1 of them every single day, and I only it still had over half charge left on it every single day. So that's fantastic because I had the gimbal and my phone charging on it at one point at the same time, and it did great. Yep. So highly recommend those. I do have these came in a 2-pack. I have a white one and a black one, and they both do fantastic for me. So definitely give that. Also give small update inspection is Wednesday since I probably will be able to talk to you tonight. Okay, sounds good, Chris. So definitely recommend getting yourself a battery pack, making sure that you have the charging cable for it because it's not going to do any good without that.
No. Well, we've learned that lesson, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Like we said, we've done it all. So call us because we're going to keep telling you things that we've done wrong. Yep. That's going to make your trip better. So.
Yeah. And a couple of things that I do not have here on the table that I do want to tell you about. Get yourself a handheld fan. You can get a misting fan or just a regular fan. Most of them are now USB chargeable. So again, this battery pack is helpful. Yep. And then you're not having to carry around AA or AAA batteries trying to get the stupid thing, put batteries inside of it and throwing away batteries and stuff while you're trying to enjoy your vacation. So get yourself those portable fans. Another one that I saw, a friend of mine actually had this, and I thought it was a genius.
Around the neck?
Well, the around the neck ones, yes, that's another one.
Those.
You can have it right around the neck and it's blowing up into your face. So something just to get you some airflow. Cooling towels are another great thing that you can get yourself if you are worried about the heat and stuff, because you can put it around your neck. You can wrap it around your wrists, which is another pressure point, help keep you cool, back of your knees, things like that. So those cooling towels, those are going to be huge for you. But the other thing was, it was just a pop-up fan, which was like a circular disc, but that thing created so much airflow, like just being able to go like this. It doesn't take a whole lot of energy, and you can go back and forth, and then it folds up into a nice little, like, tight, almost the size of like the top of a can, and you can stick it right in your pocket when you don't want to use it. Yep. Cooling towels are great. Yes, they are. So
we've used them.
But
okay, well, I know we've covered some great things here, but we've got about 15 minutes left before we sign off here tonight. I want to talk to you and ask you some questions about the resort that you stayed at.
Oh, okay.
I mean, because
this is a surprise to me. I'm excited.
Yeah, because I mean, this is all great stuff, and I'm grateful that you're telling us about this. But I want to hear about the resort, and I'm sure everybody else does too. And I know you guys are excited because that video will be soon to be coming out. So pay attention to our YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed already, do so. Go to Plum Crazy Adventures on YouTube, subscribe to our channel, and start watching our videos and hit the bell notification so that you get notified every time we put up new material.
Yes,
and if you like it, give us a big thumbs up.
Yeah. So I ended up staying at the AllStar Movies Resort in the Mighty Ducks section. Now, interesting story. I thought we were staying at AllStar Music Resort. So, I mean, it's M's and it's me. So I am great at doing everybody else's travel. When it comes to mine, it's just like, oh, like I was like, what? Seriously? Like, how did I mess that up? I did. And then my poor friend Mia, she's like, I may have been the one that told you the wrong thing too. So she goes, don't feel bad. So, but anyway.
Makes me feel really good about the two of you traveling together. So,
telling you what, I'm looking forward to doing it again. She was hilarious. Can't wait to do it again.
We're flying back to Chicago, or what flight are we on? Air Mexico? Okay, no problem. We get on.
So
anyway, let's talk about the resort.
So I actually have, I'm going to be doing other videos showcasing the other AllStar resorts as well, which is AllStar Music, AllStar Sports. AllStar Sports is currently under construction. So what I have may or may not necessarily be what it will be in 6 months. I don't think they're changing a whole lot, like outer facades or anything like that, facades. I think they're just doing the inside renovations for the rooms. But that being said,
sorry, I'm laughing.
Nick is like singing away in there. So
he's in our room just singing right along with Up.
So AllStar Movies Resort. Now, if I was going to stay at an AllStar Resort again, that would be the one that I would stay at. I would request the Toy Story section because they have a larger-than-life Buzz, a larger-than-life Woody. You walk through a door that says Andy's Door in order to get to the main courtyard area of Toy Story. So it's very cool. You'll have to see it in my video when I get it posted. They also have the Mighty Ducks, which is something from my childhood, but I realize that like our kids probably have no clue. And it's a shame that they have no clue.
Well, they did bring the series back. So...
but it's not the original.
Oh, Emilio Estevez is in it.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the original coach is in it. I don't think he's fully coaching. I don't know. Don't quote me on this because I haven't seen it. So, but yes, it is on. Hey, look, it's John Stone on there.
Oh my goodness, John Stone from Thailand. Hi, buddy. Oh my goodness. Good to see you. So, another section that they had was the Herbie area. And so it was really cool seeing the love bug. They had a lot of different things and stuff kind of towards that. And then they had the Phantasmic section. Good morning. The Phantasmic section was really cool because that is where the main pool area is. You've got Sorcerer Mickey that is shooting out water into the main pool. On either side, you've got the giant broomsticks with the buckets and stuff on the hotel. Yep. So I really, really liked that. I also thought that it had the best food court as far as theming, but it was about half the size of the other food courts. So take it for what you will. I thought it was great. It was a little bit harder to find seating every day, but I like to kind of sit off on my own and kind of get away from everybody. So that was great when I was over at AllStar Music, when I thought that was where I was staying. I had breakfast and stuff over there because I was like, man, this is great. Like I can go in the corner and like I don't see anybody. This is good. I can decompress a little bit from like my morning. Over at AllStar Movies, it was a little harder to do that just because it's a smaller food court. Yeah. But definitely a better pool. I really like the theming.
I know one thing. I'm really looking forward to seeing this video when you get it published and put up. So I know she came home with a ton of new material to put together. I think
6 days later, we're at your parents visiting with them, and I'm still trying to download videos.
Was Memorial Day weekend. We were visiting with Mom and Dad, and she's sitting at the bar, sitting there,
poor Dad,
uploading everything.
How much more stuff do you have? I'm like, I don't even know.
So it's like we got to get it
overload.
We got to get it off of her phone so that we because like every weekend we're trying to do something new to bring new content and new video to you guys, and it's just we've got to get all this stuff off of her phone so that we actually have storage to put new stuff in. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing all these new videos. I haven't even seen what she's done yet. Like I'm kind of looking over her shoulder.
Fantastic footage of the nighttime show at Magic Kingdom.
Awesome.
So I'm really looking forward to being able to share that with everyone. Yeah. And I have really good information for Batu, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Even though I didn't get to ride anything, I still got to go through and get some footage of things.
Good.
So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys. And it was a great time. It was a great time for me to be able to connect with some fellow travel agents that have a love for Disney, same as I do, are just as insane, if not more, on one or two of them. And I can't wait to be able to share that with you.
Yeah. Real quick, we've got about 8 minutes left here.
Okay.
How was the transportation?
Okay, so I ended up taking Sunshine Flyers, which is a newer motor coach option now that the Magic Express is gone. I thought they did a really good job. It's very similar to Magic Express. You get on you get on your motor coach, and they tell you, okay, we're going to be stopping at Art of Animation, Coronado Springs, Beach Club, and AllStar Music.
Okay, so it's almost identical to what?
And they'll go to each one. They'll drop you off, and then you'll get your bags and stuff. So It was really easy. I had a thing where I had told the guy that had checked me in that I needed to go to AllStar Music, and when he told the stagecoach driver that where I was going, he said movies. I didn't catch it because I was in the process of handing my stuff over to the other guy.
Supposed to be?
Ended up being where I was supposed to be, yeah. So it was kind of fortuitous.
Oh man, that's funny.
Uh-huh.
That's funny.
So once I realized,
so you should have listened to the guy because he knew where you were supposed to go.
Once I realized that I was, he hadn't said the resort I was at, I thought I was staying at. I had moved to the front, and I said, "Hey, is there any way that I can be dropped off at AllStar Music because that's the one I'm actually supposed to be dropped off at?" And he goes, "Yeah, that's not a problem because they're boom, boom, boom. You get dropped off at sports." Then music, and then movies. So It wasn't a problem whatsoever for him to be able to do that for me.
Yeah.
But very nice service. My only big complaint that I had with them is for anybody that's familiar with MCO. I always go, like when you go straight down and you're on the bottom floor, and Magic Express is right there in the corner. Okay. And basically, like whenever I've gone, like whenever we fly, we always tend to be on like gates 1 through 59. So you go right down the escalator, right down another escalator, and boom, you're there. Like it's right there on the corner. Sunshine Flyers is all the way over on the other side. So I had the never-ending hallway of walking down through. So if I would do it differently, it wasn't a problem when I was coming back because I went straight up the escalators and I walked through the food court and kind of looked at stuff. So have to make breakfast. We're at the beach house now. No servants. Well, you guys have a wonderful time, John, and tell Lucky hello for us, okay?
Yeah, and loving the photos that you keep putting up.
Yeah, keep putting them up. I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, definitely go through if you end up using Sunshine Flyers, go through upstairs, look at the shops and stuff because it makes the walk seem like nothing, and then go down and get on, and then vice versa coming back up.
Yeah.
So
all around pretty good service.
Yeah, I thought it was very good service. It's a reasonable price. It is a motor coach service, so we're spoiled. We really, really like Jose and the girls from Quick Transportation because they meet us right at the escalator, take us straight over to their vehicle, which has a private private parking area, and we get in the vehicle and we go. And then 20 minutes later, depending on where we're going, sometimes with traffic, obviously, these ends up being a little bit different, but we're right at our resort. We don't have to go to multiple resorts. So I like that.
Yeah, I do too.
And I think it's worth the price.
Yeah, for us, it's sorry, I'm having problems here. For us, it makes a lot of sense for us to do that because we have our own
private. It ends up being cheaper.
Yeah, and it's better for us because I feel I don't know. I always feel like we're like high class when we pull in. We have our own driver and stuff. And it's really cool to come down that escalator and you
Snyder
see the
family.
you see the sign right there, and you're like, yeah, that is us.
Yeah. All those times that you've seen that in the movies where they're getting picked up and stuff.
Right.
And
they take you out to the limo or the nice big, Cadillac SUV.
It's a great way to start your vacation.
Yeah, it is. It's so cool to experience that and be able to do. Yeah, feel very special. Yeah. To be honest with you, it is really awesome to be able to experience that.
Yeah.
So,
and Sunshine Flyers, not that they don't try, but I mean, again, it's a motor coach. I thought there was going. I thought there was going to be more theming. Like I thought that they were going to wear more like steampunk or like conductor style clothing and stuff. Red polos for the guys that are like handling the luggage and checking you in, and the drivers are wearing white button down shirts and black pants. So it's really not that much theming as far as like the people go. I was expecting a little more with that, and I found, because I was sitting probably 2/3 back when I first got on to the bus before I moved forward. The wrap completely covers up the windows and everything. So I was annoyed I couldn't get any footage because I couldn't get my phone to focus on anything outside. But I also found I was getting car sick because I couldn't see outside very well. I didn't realize I'm starting to have that issue as I'm getting older. So for me, it's a little bit nicer to be able to have that private car.
You heard her here. She says she's getting older.
Shut up. So, and obviously once I sat up in the front after the first stop, I felt a lot better. So,
well, anyway, this has been a great night. We've covered a lot of things, a lot of products and stuff that you really should look at taking with you if you do any of these trips to Disney World, Universal, SeaWorld, anywhere in a theme park. Especially when it's hot out during the summertime. Like we said, don't forget to hydrate. That is a very, very important thing. Guys, if you're getting ready to go 2 weeks out, start hydrating every single day. Go for walks. Get your body ready to go.
Get those shoes about 3 or 4 weeks prior and go for walks in the evening.
Get them broken. We can't. I know we've went over this stuff before,
and
but we cannot
stress
it enough. You need to break those shoes in, because you don't want to go to a park with a brand new pair of shoes and try to break them in, because you're going to kill your feet.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I've had fun. Megan, you've had fun. I know Nick's been having fun. I hope you guys have been
so good. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed listening to it. Yeah, he comes in. Of course, we can't really bring him on the camera because he likes to run around in his underwear.
Yep.
So
it's his house. I don't blame him.
But he has fun, and he's been great tonight. The dogs have been wonderful, except for Piggy. Of course, she had to go in and eat and stuff. So we apologize about that. I know you guys heard her in the background, but hey, that's what these lives are for. We're coming to you live. We're not recording things and making sure that everything is quiet in the background. This is live TV. So as we're talking, you're hearing everything that's going on behind us. So
we better wrap it up before a train shows up.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet. But anyway, great news. The road is open back in Freeport into Harmarville. The train derailment has been mostly completely cleaned up. The EPA is still there messing with things, making sure that everything is actually A-okay.
Yeah.
It'll be a while before we step foot into the river, just because we want to make sure everything is good. And we're going to be finding swimming pools to take Nick to. So, but anyway, guys, we've had fun tonight. Thank you for joining us on the YouTube channel. We really appreciate all the love and support everybody's given us through YouTube, and also up on our Facebook page. We really love all the support that you guys are giving us. Anybody that's looking to do any traveling this summer or this fall, or it's looking to do a Christmas vacation to the most magical place on earth, Walt Disney World, give us a call. We will definitely help you with that.
Oh, it's pretty magical at Universal.
Yeah, Universal too.
So,
but don't forget to also check out our videos, because we've got videos about all different resorts and different things that you can do down there. It's a lot of fun. Check us out at YouTube at Plum Crazy Adventures. And if you guys on YouTube want to see our Facebook page, just go to Plum Crazy Adventures. Just that
Also,
simple.
make sure that you're following us over on Instagram. I do like to put up our stories and different deals, different things that are going on. And when people decide to book trips and stuff, sometimes I put up congratulations up there too. So a lot of fun.
So,
and that is Plum Crazy Adventures _PA.
Yep. And if you guys want to get in contact with us, Megan at plumcrazyadventures.com and Scott at plumcrazyadventures.com. But contact her because I'm always doing something with Coca-Cola. So, but anyway, guys, it's been a lot of fun tonight. We will see you guys next week, same time, same station, right here on Plum Crazy Adventures page. Talk to you guys next week. Thanks a lot for joining us. And as always, are you ready for your next Plum Crazy adventure?
Because we're ready to get you there.
See you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Adios.